I like mining the past, going into the myths, finding modern applications or updating them, and just tapping this, resource that mythology and folklore can be. My model for this is Joseph Campbell, who looked at certain patterns that show up again and again in the myths and the legends, and also in our own structure, the way we're built as human beings, in our dreams, in our psychology. You almost always start out with a hero who is in some kind of environment where he or she is not completely comfortable and they know something's wrong and something's got to be done.
I have a problem with authority, Mr. Anderson.
The second step is a call to adventure, where something becomes even clearer now. You have to do something. Almost immediately, you come to the third stage, which is refusal of the call, where the hero says, no, I can't, or the fear comes up. That's really what it's about, is expressing everyone's fear of change.
I can't do this.
The next stage is to overcome that fear, and usually this is meeting with a mentor.
At last.
Number 5 is crossing the first threshold. And almost every story has a moment like this where you get that sense all the prep is over, all the packing is done, now we're really setting out on the adventure.
We're in.
Test allies and enemies is stage 6. And here the hero begins to experiment with that new world and find out what's really new about it. Who's on my side, what can I eat, what can eat me, and picks up some lessons.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible.
Stage 7 is approach.
What are you doing?
I'm going in.
And here the hero is now pretty deeply into the new country and getting ready to face the big one, the big question or battle or struggle in that world. And so there's a moment of preparation and rehearsal for that.
Guns. Lots of guns.
And then there's the actual moment of facing the fear. That's stage 8, the ordeal, where the hero has to go through some kind of severe test that may involve facing death. The result of that is stage 9. There's some kind of reward. If you survive, there is a reward, there is a payoff. Next, stage 10 is the road back, where the hero actually now has to collect himself or herself and start finishing.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
And often there'll be a chase scene at this stage. The 11th stage is resurrection, where the hero has to face death one more time, but in a more final way, a bigger scale, and at a deeper level, so that they're really, really being tested about everything they've learned on the whole journey so far. And that leads to the final movement, return, with the elixir. This is a term Campbell used. The elixir is some kind of magic thing like the golden fleece or the Holy Grail that brings back life into the culture. And so the idea is the hero has to go on a journey and learn some things and change and bring something back to share with everybody else, or it's a total waste of time.